to me, two of the most influential guys in pop music, as far as producers are concerned, is David Foster and Dan Huff. Those two guys, if you look at their work, David Foster would turn a basketball player into Michael Jordan. Like, that's his skill set, is really taking somebody like Celine and finding the limits of what she can do and pushing them. You know, Whitney, Celine, like he really was brilliant at knowing somebody's range and then knowing that power note and going, that's going to be that one moment in that song. Whereas, you know, Celine's just like, she's got all the tools and the skill set. It's just a matter of somebody like David Foster pushing her there.
That famous all by myself note.
Oh, yeah.
You know, anymore, that, you know, just that extra half step. Yeah. And anybody that sings knows that, man, that is a ceiling. That extra half step, that's that's not a gray area, man. Sometimes that is a solid gate.
Well, I mean, you know, take Dolly Parton, "I Will Always Love You," and it was a really cute, wonderful, heartfelt, well-written song. Dolly's brilliant. And then David Foster gets his hands on it and throws Whitney on top and just pushes Whitney to her limits. And what comes out is one of the most iconic musical moments right after that big floor tom hit. Just, man.
I was never a big Whitney Houston fan just because that was not my style of music. But man, that woman could sing. She could sing. Right. I always respected her voice. And then being a Costner fan, you know, when the Bodyguard came out, then I liked Whitney Houston a lot more after that, and those were great songs in that. But so Bodyguard was where they used that song. And they played the Dolly Parton version of it earlier in the song. So no, David Foster is certainly a genius. The only man that can put bands into the stratosphere and then they don't like it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of brilliant producers out there that have done amazing work that I admire, but those two guys specifically, and they're very different, bring out things in artists that they couldn't bring out themselves. And that's the brilliant part of being a good producer.